Hello, Eon here. You finally get to see the monkey behind the camera. Rather than me just recording with audio, I thought that this was a big enough issue that I might as well just come on camera and talk about it. What I'm talking about in specific is I recently found out that there's supposedly a chance that Powerpuff Girls will be coming back. For those of you that don't know, there's been a rumor floating around in the form of Powerpuff Girls X. Look it up on Google and you'll find a particular quote-unquote article, or rather a forum post, on topics.com that fully goes over all of the different details and little nitty-gritty about how this project would work. It's supposedly going to be a production between Cartoon Network and Teletoon, spearheaded by Butch Hartman as a producer, written by Craig McCracken. And the official premiere date would be November 30th, 2012. What would be premiering then would be a 4-part, 2-hour-long premiere date special. And then the official premiere for the series would be in March. Now, not to burst your bubbles or anything, but there's more evidence against this being legit than there is for it being an actual thing. There's just so much evidence against it. And this video is going to be specifically more about talking about why it isn't legit, rather than it being legit. With that out of the way, I'm going to start out by saying this. The actual forum post for this was made 2 years ago. I tried looking up Powerpuff Girls X in the Google search bar, and every other search I found was pretty much either people copying and pasting this and just rehashing what it said, or giving their opinions on what they thought of the project, and nothing else. If it were really that close to the official premiere date, if you looked up Powerpuff Girls X, there would be some actual article somewhere going over all the intrinsic details. There'd be some sort of transcript of an interview between somebody and Butch Hartman about how the project would go about, what he thought about leaving Nickelodeon, etc. There might even be concept art of some sort. And if you looked at Powerpuff Girls X, I have a feeling that you'd probably see a DeviantArt journal entry from Lauren Faust herself covering something about the project, or giving some sort of intel about the project itself, since the article did mention that she was supposedly going to step down from working on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic to work on this. But there's none of this out there. And besides just that, if it were coming out as soon as next month, Cartoon Network would have put this high on a pedestal throughout their entire 20th birthday celebration. There would have been commercials. There would have been advertisement spots. There would have been some sort of commercial discussing how they were going to put it up on the website. There hasn't been any of that. And then there's another thing to consider. Butch Hartman spearheading the project. He's still got a binding contract with Nickelodeon, if you think about it. I've seen stuff out there about there being at least one more season of Fairly Odd Parents and one more live-action Christmas special. Both of these topics which I'll probably be covering in a future video, but there's that, and there's also Tough Puppy, which as far as I know was probably greenlit for another season. It's still a fairly recent cartoon, so I highly doubt it's been on the chopping block quite yet. There's those two things, and if Butch Hartman had left Nickelodeon completely, there would have been some great big news article about it somewhere. There'd be a lot more hubbub about this. It's too quiet, it's too low key for how close it is supposedly to the premiere date. There'd be a lot more out there about it. It'd be in your face. It wouldn't be just something only a select few people know and have talked about. That's what the biggest thing against this is. That's why I can't honestly put my support behind it or say that it's a legitimate project. Those are the biggest reasons why. And just like anybody else, I would love to see the Powerpuff Girls return, especially as an American production. I know that there's a Powerpuff Girls Z, but it just didn't catch my interest personally. That's really all I'm going to discuss about the potential of this in this video, since that's really the biggest thing. If this were an official production, it would have had a lot more coverage than just an obscure post on some forum. I really hate to pop bubbles. I'm pretty disappointed about this myself, but it's got as much credibility behind it as last year's rumor about Cartoon Network back in 2011. In other words, the rumor that Shaolin Showdown, Mucha Lucha, and Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi were returning. I should have done more research about that. But what happened was, around the official premiere date, no commercials. On the date it was supposedly returning, nothing. I guess that's past experience as to why I'm taking a different approach to this news than I did with that. That's really the most I can say. This is Eon, signing off. Bye.